Well, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you, and I'd like to extend a warm welcome, a good morning, and welcome along to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms here at number 471 Papanui Road. My name is Mark Morrison. I'll be your auctioneer this morning. We have three wonderful properties on offer for sale here this morning. Now, before we kick into the auction process here this morning, I would just like to make a very brief and quick health and safety announcement, if I could. Of course, given the circumstances that we find ourselves in these days with the impact of COVID-19, we do need to let you know of the following. Now, you will hopefully note that as you came into the room, that you would have been asked to leave your details at the front door with Rebecca Johansson. If you haven't given those details to her, I would implore you to go and make yourself known to her immediately at the front door. You'll also note that you will have had to sanitize your hands on the way in. I would also ask that you sanitize your hands on the way out as well. It's just best practice. We're just trying to keep everyone safe. Now, should you become unwell anytime in the next 14 days, I do implore you, you do need to let someone from the Harcourts Gold team know of that fact, and of course we would respectfully ask that you get in touch with your health professional as well. If you are feeling unwell today, we do respectfully ask that you leave the auction rooms. Do let one of our team know if you are feeling unwell. And finally, if you can remain inside one of the 9 allotted bubbles that we have created here. With 2 metre distancing, we have 6 seated spots, and you'll also note that there are 3 taped areas on the floor. So if you are members of the public, if you're from outside the Harcourts Gold immediate team, then I do ask that you're inside one of those taped areas. Are we okay over here, Caleb? With, on the wall? All perfect. Okay. Look, guys, we're just doing that just for your own personal safety and well-being. Very good. Well, moving right along, if I can now firstly acknowledge our sellers and thank them for their ease of access over the last few weeks, their presentation, but first and foremost for their choice in agency. We do appreciate that there is choice out there in the marketplace, and we acknowledge their choice and the fact that they've chosen to work alongside the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Now, if I can take some time firstly to introduce some of our key management team who are here to work alongside you this morning. Firstly, Mr. John McFadden, one of our Harcourts Gold business owners. Lovely to be working alongside you, John. I'm flanked on my left here by Mr. Chris Kennedy as well, one of my fellow auctioneers as well, and Harcourts Gold business owners. And then scattered amongst the room, there are numerous Harcourts Gold management team here. So if you do have any questions along the way, do make yourself known to Kyle. We have here Kyle Sutherland. Anna McKenzie is also floating around and on hand as well. So plenty of help here in the room should you need it at any stage. And where's Nicola Cray as well? There you go. Look, Nicola Cray, there you are over there, just sitting there quiet as a mouse, as you do over on the far window. And Margaret Danza, welcome into you as well, late arrival. I hope I got everyone there. Now, I know that the team at Harcourts Gold, they would have made all of the relevant documentation for today's auctions available to you, including the LIM, the title, and also the contract from which we work from, which has been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society. Now, of course, there are a few rules and regulations that we must adhere to when it comes to bidding at auction. So what I'm going to do now is just guide you through some of those. First and foremost, it should come as no surprise that we do sell these 3 properties subject to a reserve price. Now, I won't be disclosing that to you. It's your job as the bidders to get the bidding up and over that level. Now, assuming we can work together and do that, the highest bid, whose bid that I accept, shall be the purchaser today. Now, I may nominate the sum by which those bids increase. I can refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the best interest of my owners. And if a dispute does arise with a bid, well, I'll be sure to sort that out as well. More than likely, we'll just revert to the last undisputed bid and we'll reopen the bidding and move forward north from there. In the absence of your bidding participation as auctioneer, I may place bids on behalf of my owner. Now, this is known as a vendor bid. It's not my preference to place those bids, but in light of your bidding inactivity, I do have that right to exercise those vendor bids. Now, you can be rest assured of 2 things if I place a vendor bid. The first one is that I will communicate that fact exceedingly clearly, ironically using language such as vendor bid or the bid is with me, words to those effect. Secondly, those vendor bids will always be under the reserve. You can be rest assured of that. Now, at the conclusion of the auctions, which will be deemed by the fall of the hammer, such as this down on the rostrum, you'll be required as the successful purchaser to undertake 3 simple things. The first one is to sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide. Secondly, you'll arrange to make a payment of a neat 10% of the purchase price. And thirdly, you will complete the GST information as outlined in Schedule 1. So those are the rules of engagement for this morning, very clear and concise and simple, and that is how we will play for the keys today. Right, moving forward then to our first offering of 3 here this morning. And I welcome in Leanne Marriott. Leanne, lovely to be working alongside you again after a bit of a break for us all during Level 4 and Level 3. Wonderful to be here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms with you. Leanne's been your tour guide towards home ownership at number 150 Mays Road in the heart of St Albans. Now it's more formally described as being an estate in fee simple, some 642 square metres of that prime time fee simple land, which is made up of lot number 5 on deposited plan 6279, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Leanne and the team will have made exceedingly available to each and every one of you. Now the list of chattels, it is extensive in its detail. I won't go through the list in its entirety. I will just draw your attention to those excluded chattels, being the electric car charger in the garage, the TV in the main lounge, the speakers in the lounge, the spa pool and the fridge freezer. They will not be there come settlement date, which is set out for Friday the 21st of August of this year, unless of course you have agreed to a different date which has been signed off by our owners prior to today's auction. I also draw your attention to the further terms of sale towards the rear of the agreement, clauses 21 through 24, but I'm going to take it as read. You look like a smart bunch of people here this morning, that you've read and understood this agreement in its entirety. You understand and acknowledge that you are bidding and buying on a cash and unconditional basis here this morning. Very good. Well, let's take one final look, if we can now, to this beautiful proposition here in the heart of St Albans. And this really is a property where character and convenience, they walk hand in hand together. Our owners, well, they have poured their heart and soul into this home, but now it is time for somebody else to enjoy, I guess, and benefit from all of the hard work and love and attention that they have put into this beautiful home. Of course, you've got flexible living arrangements there with the 2 living areas. You've got the updated kitchen. I love the open plan nature of that kitchen living room. I can just picture a family in their busy everyday lives coming home and enjoying some nice time around the kitchen dining area there, and talking about their busy days and their achievements that they may have had. Of course, you're going to be lovely and cozy and warm throughout as well. There's the heat pump, there's insulation throughout, the heat transfer system, as well as extensive double glazing as well. Schools, well, they're all ticked off here as well in this location. Of course, you've got Paparoa Street School very close by, as well as Heaton and some of the best private schooling institutions, I should say, available to you in this fair city of ours, very, very close. This is certainly a property that is a great opportunity for you to create your future family memories in. All we need to do now, folks, is just to see what your opinion is on value. So I'm in your hands. What would you like to bid? What would you like to pay? What do you say? Very good.
That worked.
It's not a library, folks.
695.
695. Great bid. Nice number as well. It's 695,000 to kick things off. Clearly here to buy property, sir. Pardon me, Leanne.
700.
700. 710, even better, puts up 15. And what's the retort, sir? Will it be straight to 725? But it's 710,000 I have seated there with Leanne and her buyers. Good luck to you as well. 2 faces in the race. What's the immediate retort? 715. Okay, just puts up 5, and I'll work with you, sir. Puts up $5,000 at this stage. Happy to do the same for you as well, Leanne, if it helps. But at 15,000, I should say, I have against the back wall with our incumbent bidder, with our first bidder. He kicked things off away at 715,000. 720. Like for like, stroke for stroke, puts forward another 5,000. At 720,000, nose in front, but only just. Need to keep bidding. Up and down's much better on the neck muscles, as Chris Kennedy likes to say. But I got him first today, Chris.
You did.
At 720,000, I should say. First chance. at 720. Fantastic location. All the love and attention that's been put into this property, you have the chance to just move in and enjoy. Second now at 720. Another 5,000 surely. No more open homes. The Blue Book's a great magazine to read, but it'd be nice not to have to. Third, final chance at 720,000. Another 2.5 if it helps. Happy to work with you. Otherwise, I will pause and I'll talk to my highest bidder. Anything can happen at that point. At 720,000. Leanne, feel free to bid on top of yourself if you'd like. Otherwise, we will pause. I'll call it through 3 times. Otherwise, I pause, Mies. First, second. Third and final time. Very good. Well, I'm going to pause and seek some instructions. Can't sell to you at this level. We're just going to take a time out and have a chat to our owners. Folks, moving along now to the second offering here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms, and I'd like to welcome in Deb Crosby. Deb, wonderful to be working alongside you this morning, and you've been marketing the property at number 283 Waimarie Road in Ireland. It's an estate in fee simple, being some 670 square metres of fee simple land. Lot 12 on deposited plan 22192, which is all outlined in the certificate of title that Deb and the team will have made available to each and every one of you. Now the listed chattels, they are extensive in their detail, but I do note that the documentation that I worked from this morning will be exactly the same as you will have had the last few weeks to review. So certainly no surprises there. Vacant possession, well, that is guaranteed come settlement date, which is set out for Friday, the 12th of June of this year, unless, of course, you have made alternative arrangements with our owners. Also note further terms of sale towards the rear of the agreement, clause 21, but once again I'm going to take it as read that you have read and understood this agreement in its entirety and you understand that you are bidding and buying cash and unconditional here today. Well, let's go and have a look then at this lovely home here at number 283 Waimari Road. And hey, look, this really is bread and butter real estate. This home, this style of home, this location, it really is a timeless spot, and it's always a very, very popular one with a whole raft of different buyers. So it's certainly a good one to get your hands on, because you know in the future that it's always going to be one that is popular with so many different parts of the market. This one is certainly perfect for those who want to occupy and live in, perhaps raise a young family there. I love the fact that there's a nice private fence full section there, so plenty of space for kids to ride their bikes and scooters around in the backyard. The way that the property is located and sited on the property really does lend itself nicely to enjoying that all-day sun as well. You've got that lovely indoor-outdoor flow, just a nice easy step from the living space out onto that nice deck where you can enjoy the sunshine. Moving back inside the property, well, there are 4 good double-sized bedrooms as well. So if you do have children, there'll be no fighting over, or need, I should say, for any bunk beds or anything like that. They're all going to have a bedroom of their own as well, and they've all got their own built-in wardrobe. So plenty of upside there. You've got the modern and upgraded bathroom, the double garage, as I mentioned, sited for all-day sun. And when it comes to education options, well, you really are taken care of, right from primary school right through to university. And I do note Westburn Primary just down the road is a primary school I attended myself. I turned out not too bad, Chris, I like to think. So look, if you do have young kids in the and you want to move into the area, I can highly recommend Westburn Primary as a great starting point in your children's education journey, as it were. So folks, whole lot of upside with this one, whole lot of opportunity. I just need to see your opinion on price. What do we say? Where do we kick things off? At number 283 Waimari Road. One at a time if we could. Could I suggest 550,000 to kick things off? Nice and comfortable level, I would have thought. Expect the Mexican wave of hands at that level. 550 anywhere? Thank you, sir. Good luck to you and your bidding at 550,000. All the best. Hope to see you at the end. There's the competition, folks, at 550,000. Shall we travel forward and say 20,000 increments? You tell me. At 550,000, I have just one face in the race at this stage. I certainly welcome in more if you'd like. First chance then at 550,000 with the good gentlemen and ladies seated on my left, on your right. Waimari Road, great location, sited for all-day sun. As I mentioned, 4 double bedrooms. Great family living space, updated kitchen, it's all there. Second chance then at 550,000. Third, final chance at 550. 560, thank you, Jess, with your buyers. All the best to you as well then. So 2 faces in the race. Be encouraged by this interest, sir. I'd imagine that the retort would be straight to 570. Another 10, is it? No? Okay, that's fine. Perhaps another 5 if you'd like. One more bid? 61. Just the one. Really need 5 at this stage, sir. It's a lot of coffee, I know. Yep, at 561. Okay, well, sir, I'll work with you then, and I'm happy to do the same then. We'll move forward on the ones. I get paid by the bid, so I'm not too worried. At 561,000, then I have with my original bidder. First chance then at 5, 6, and 1. Second opportunity at 561. Sir, ma'am, one bid seldom buys. Need to bid again. Need to get your nose back in front. Third and final time at 561,000. Another one, or do you just take me straight to 70? 65. Puts forward another 4. Thank you, Jess. Puts forward another $4,000. At 565, do you just square the ledger at 70?
One more.
1,000 it is. At 566, we'll move forward on the one, sir, all day long, no dramas. At 566,000, clickety-click at 66. 566 once. Twice. Another 4. At 70 it is. All right, we're working the 4s and the 1s here, so it'll be 71, sir. Perfect. At 71 it is. 575, can I say? At 5 3/4, can I suggest? Or do you just go to straight to 600? But at 571, I have here with my original bidder. First call. At 571. Another 1,000, okay, going stroke for stroke here at 72. At 572, and can I say 3? Another 1, perfect, at 573 it is. At 573, 574, sir, ma'am. Working with you here this morning. 4 double bedrooms. Great location, timeless location here. At 573, it's against you here. First chance. At 573. The ones aren't working, sir. Perhaps you put forward 7. Second opportunity then at 573. Another one at 74. And 1 more. At 5. At 5 3/4 I have. At 575 here. In the heart of Ireland, great location. Burnside High, Westburn Primary, Teachers College, University, all within easy distance. Leave the car at home, walk the kids to school. First chance at 575. 5, good bid. That's the way to do it. At 580, like for like, do you say another 5, sir? All done? Another 1 even. That's all you? Okay, very good. Well, I won't give up on you just yet, sir. At this stage, you're in front then at 580,000. I'll call it through 3 times. Can't sell to you at this level. Do need to see more bidding. First call then at 5, 8 and 0. Another 5, sir. Would you like to put on top of yourself? Strengthen your position. Can't sell to you at this level. Second opportunity at $580,000. Third. Final time at 580. Unless I see another bid, I'm going to pause and speak to these good people here. Anything can happen. Last one, just in the nick of time, sir, at 581. Here you go. Got his nose back in front, but only just at 581. Got to fight for good property in a location such as this. At $581,000, sir, another good, strong bid might just knock your competition out. But at $581,000, he does have his hands making a play for the keys at this stage at $581,000. First call. In or out. Another 1. Second opportunity at 581. You don't want to lose it for $1,000, surely. Third and final time at 581. It's against you. Jess, another 1,000. 1 more at 82. Thank you.
Another last one.
Another last one. Perfect. I'll keep coming back to you for another last one all day long, sir. At 583. Sir, do you take it straight to 590? Show strength here. Take control of the room. But at 583, I have with my gentleman and lady with the coffee seated. Very comfortable here at 583 they are. First call at 583 here. Second. 1 more at 84. Another one. Another last one. Okay. I'll call it through 3 times. I will pause and negotiate with this nice couple over here. They have the first right to buy. Need to make sure you take control by holding that highest bid at any stage. First call at 584 with Jess's buyers. Second chance now at 5, 8 and 4. Another 1,000. Can't tempt you back in. Very good. Third and final chance at 584.
Oh, okay. One last one there.
One last one. Okay, another last one. This is fun. Gee, this is good. At 585. At $585,000. At 585 in Waimari Road here. Beautiful location, as I said, sighted for that all-day sun. Got to fight for good property like this. Sir, can you just take me straight to 600? What do you say? Worth it all day long, I would have thought. But at 585, the good gentleman and lady seated, hold the bid at this stage. I'll call it through 3 times. First, second. 500 now. All right. 5 red Rutherfords. Puts up 500. Who knows? Might do it. Let's find out. At 585 the half. Another 500 for you, sir, or do you just take me straight to 590? No, I'm only going to take 500s. Yeah, that's my minimum. 500, very good. Squares the ledger then at 586. At 586, Jess, what do we say? Good call. At $586,000. First chance at 5, 8 and 6. Who's going to shake things up and take command here of the auction room? Second chance at 586. The 500s and the 1000s aren't working, folks. Third and final time at 586 here. Take me to 590. 590. Good bid. That's the way to do it. Puts up $4,000. Would you do the same for me, sir? You wouldn't. Very good. Well, I'll keep asking. You never know. But at 590,000, I have. Love working with you. This is good fun, isn't it? At $590,000 against the back wall against you. Where's the next move up the ladder? You call them, I'll count them. First chance at 590,000 here. Second now. Third and final time at 590,000. Another one perhaps. Happy to take the ones from you if you like. 591.
500.
Another 500, okay, very good. At 590 and a half. 590 and a half. Sir, they won't put you off, I'm sure. Another good strong bid of $4,000 I would have thought at this stage. Be encouraged by this interest. As I said, this location never goes out of fashion. In the heart of Ireland, Waimari Road here, great location, close to the airport, easy to get into the city up Memorial Ave. It's all there. But at 590 and a half, you're not going to lose it for $500, sir, I would have thought. First chance at 5.9 the half here. Second opportunity at 590,500. Third, final time, otherwise I pause and talk to these good people. Quickly now. In or out, need to know. Jess, what are we doing? Quickly now, another 500, Jess, is it? At 590 and a half, it's against you. Right, well, I'm going to pause and take some instructions. Can't sell to you at this stage, sir. Need to have a chat to my owner at this stage. So sit tight. At 590,500, we are taking a pause, taking a time out. I'll just bring your attention back to the front of the room. We're going to move on now to our third offering, and I'd like to welcome in Mr. Caleb Griffian. Lovely to be working alongside you, well, actually for the second time this week after a wonderful brought forward auction on Monday afternoon. Now, today you bring to the market number 67 Wyon Street in Linwood. It's more formally described as being an estate in fee simple, some generous 840 square metres of that prime time fee simple land. Lot 9 on depositor plan 2407, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Caleb and the team will have made available to each and every one of you. The chattels list, well, it is reasonably short in its detail. There's the stove, the fixed floor coverings, I should say, the curtains, the dishwasher and the range hood as well. Now the property is currently tenanted on a periodic tenancy, so do note that, and settlement date is set out for the 5th of June 2020. Now, I do also draw your attention towards the rear of the agreement, those further terms, clauses 21 through 25 inclusive as well. But once again, I'm going to take it as read that you've read this agreement in its entirety and you understand it, and you acknowledge that you are bidding on a cash and unconditional basis here today. Well, let's take a look at the opportunity that Caleb and the team are offering you here in Wyon Street in Linwood. 840 square metres of that freehold title. It certainly is a scenario that opportunity is knocking. There's a number of opportunities available to our lucky buyer today. Perhaps you want to keep the existing dwelling and build a couple more townhouses on that large site, or perhaps you could remove the current house and look to build 4 townhouses on it as well. So there's flexibility there in terms of what you might like to do. Lastly, you may just want to keep the house on the site as it is, perhaps add your little touches here and there, renovate, give it a bit of a spruce up and move in and enjoy it as it is in that location. The savvy, they'll certainly see the potential here. Opportunity is knocking. So without further ado, who's going to own it? What do we say? In your hands. I'm going to kick things off at 150,000 under instructions from my owners. 150,000 on a vendor bid to kick things off. Bid here, another 10, sir. 160,000. Good luck to you then. Seated and centered in the corner at 160,000. We're going to move forward in 10,000 increments at 70 here. At 170,000, I have an 80 on the nod, and would it be 90 here? Against you here at 80. 90 it is. Thank you. At 190 and 2, can I say? Straight to 200. Tip us over. High five. Just the 5. 195. You take me to 200, sir. 190. Thank you. At 200,000. Moving in 5s. 205 next rung up the ladder. But at 200,000 I have here against you, working the far corners of the room, certainly keeping our social distancing here on this one. First chance at 200,000. Shaking the head. Second chance at 200 000. Third and final time at 200,000. Another 2.5, sir. I'm happy to work with you. Short of my stride if it helps. Another 1. Okay, 201. Every one counts. And again at 202. 3, can I say? But at 202 I have against you. You shook your head another time, so I'm going to keep coming back. At 202,000 it's against you here. At 202,000 can't sell at these levels, as I'm sure you can understand. But at 202,000 for Wyon Street, another $1,000, sir. Tempt you back in. Check those bank accounts on the app. Might be a little more loose change floating around in there somewhere. First chance at 202,000. So do you strengthen your position? Do you bid me another 1,000 just to keep things moving north? Can't sell to you at this level. Second chance at 202. Against you, sir. Bid here. 203. Good. That's the way to buy property. At 203, should have asked for more, Belinda. 203,000 here I have. We're moving forward north slowly but surely. First chance at 203. Second opportunity here. Limitless opportunities with this large site in Linwood. Third and final time. Gee, this is good buying at $203,000. You can't buy a letterbox in Auckland for that. Can't sell at these levels. So I'm going to pause unless I see another bid, another offer at this stage. Do you take me to 210 just to keep things moving forward? Very good. Well, I think we're going to take a time out, Caleb. We're going to pause and have a chat to our owner then. So at $203,000, sir, you hold the bid at this stage, can't sell. Hold tight. Welcome back to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. A wee while ago we paused proceedings at number 283 Waimari Road on a bid at $590,500. I can confirm after some discussion we have not had an increase in the bid beyond that level, so unless I see a higher bid or offer, I will be passing the property at that level and opening it up to the conditional market. So at $590,500, I'll call it through 3 times, otherwise I will pass the property back into Deb and the team. First, second, third and final time at $590.5. Very good. Well, Deb, I'm going to pass the property back into you and open that up to conditional interest thereafter. Very good. Now moving along to number 67 Wyon Street in Linwood. We paused that auction at $203,000. Once again, we have not had an increase in the bid north of that level. So unless I see a better bid, a better offer, then I will be passing the property back into Caleb and the team to open up to the conditional market. So $203,000, I'll call it through 3 times. First, second, third and final time at 203. Caleb, I'm going to pass the property back to you, open up to the conditional market. Folks, we just have one more auction under negotiation here this morning in Mays Road. I hope to come back to you very, very shortly with an update on proceedings there. Folks, for sticking around here this morning in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms. I take you back to our first offering at number 150 Mays Road in St Albans, when we paused a little while ago on a bid at 720,000. We've taken some time to have some discussions with our highest bidder and our owners. I can confirm that our bidders have graciously increased their bid to 730,000. I'll just get you to confirm that. Thank you very much. So, folks, at 730,000, not quite at a level where we can sell today. So I'm going to open the property back up to the wider market. Unless I see further bidding, then I will be passing the property back into Leanne and the team, and we will open that property up to conditional interest. So first time then at 730,000, second, third, and final chance at 730. All done or silent. Very good. Well, Leanne, I'm passing the property in officially to you. We will open it up to both conditional and unconditional interest thereafter. All the very best to you and your lovely owners in the sale of your home. And folks, that wraps up proceedings here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms. It's been wonderful to be back calling auctions and working alongside all of you here. And we have a wonderful lineup of properties next week, some 13 offerings, I think it is. So look forward to seeing you in the rooms next week, and may the rest of your day be the best of your day. Thank you.